There's only one pizza in Paris. And before I get myself in a lot of trouble by backing up that claim, because I'm gonna get myself in a lot of trouble for making this video, and I'm fine with that, we have something really exciting to, well, hold on.
T-shirts.
The t-shirts have finally made, this is my batch. I have heard some stories of some of these finally reaching people who ordered them. Thank you for your patience. This has been like 2.5 years in the making that these would show up. I'm going to leave it in the wrapper because we're gonna sell this to some lucky person who's coming to our party on June 13th. We're gonna do a little bit of a combination citizenship bottle popping plus t-shirt opening and wearing party. Originally, it was just to celebrate the t-shirts. The citizenship thing, if you missed that video, happened as a total surprise. Caught me completely off guard. So we're gonna have one of our two parties coming up. We got plans. June 13th at the 18 Oobatz. We will put a link below if you're interested in joining. Come have a drink, grab a t-shirt. We might have some special stuff as well. Like we were talking about, a little bit of a raffle and maybe auctioning off a one-of-a-kind item that could involve something related to this. You'll have to wait and find out. So mark your calendars. But in the interim, there is only one pizza in Paris. And this is gonna get me in trouble because obviously there are tons of pizza places in Paris. And you might be thinking of your favorite pizza place in Paris right now and furiously typing in the comments how it is the best. I will say I have not tried every pizza place in Paris, so bear that in mind. There's a little bit of a bias to this. But of course, I have tried a lot of pizza in Paris. And while there is good pizza, while there is a pizza that occasionally I enjoy, I wouldn't say that there's craveable pizza. Occasionally, there's one place in town that I crave from time to time, but that craving is faded. And honestly, as somebody who grew up eating pizza every opportunity he got, who ended up getting a pizza tattoo as a sibling tattoo with my sister for our shared love of the pizza that we grew up eating, Paris has broken me of my pizza habit. I very rarely eat pizza here. As somebody who used to eat it, again, as often as I could, along with Mexican food, living here has kind of curbed my enthusiasm for actually both of those genres of food, although I make some Mexican food at home. Pizza, I don't have the space or the skill to make it home. But thankfully, there's somebody in the city who does have the skill, and he just got the space. He's opening up his own restaurant. He's been a pop-up for a very long time, but now he's got his own place. We're gonna go check that out tonight. I'm taking you for pizza because I want you to know about the only pizza in Paris, the one pizza that I find craveable through and through. Yes, we're talking about Dan's Pizza, but it goes by a new name now. Let's go check it out. And thanks of course to today's Patron producer, Kaarin, my sister, whose birthday was just this week. And I know I like to throw these in every once in a while. It's cheating, but I love her and I hope she's having a great birthday. Dan's been holed up at Rigmarole for a while now. That was where he had his pop-up consistently. We'll ask him for how long, for like the last year, which is fairly central, at least to those of us that get away from the touristy spots and into like, you know, off the beaten path locations. But this next spot, the new spot, is in a place that I used to know by a different name. It is even farther off the beaten path, even feels a little far for me. Not too far, clearly, because this is the only craveable pizza in Paris. It's worth it, but it's not close. Dan has been working on this sourdough that we're gonna eat tonight for years. When I first met him, it was through tourism connections, because we used to be bike tour guides, not exactly at the same time, but we have a lot of overlapping friends. And then he worked all over the city in a bunch of different places, some of which that no longer exist. One of which was one of my favorite places, Farfaloo. May it rest in peace. But he's been working on this pizza situation for a very long time. And the diversion into sourdough was simply because he wanted to get the base of this pizza perfect, because he understands something that so few people in the world seem to understand about pizza, and that is, if your crust sucks, it doesn't matter what you do with it from there. It's never gonna ascend to a god level pizza. And that's a tragedy. La Fine Mousse, a fantastic tap house, and the restaurant has been replaced by good old Dan. Hey, how's it going? The other most important, oh, thank you so much. The other very underrated element that I think a lot of people miss all the time when it comes to pizza is the sauce. I don't know what happens, but often you end up with this kind of just plain tomato sauce that there's not a whole lot of thought or creativity that ends up going into it, and it's something that ends up often effectively just neutering the pizza in the process. Dan doesn't do that. The sauce is delicious. And we are getting a little bit of the special Oobatz treatment tonight, a little bit of a friend press coming in here. But Otherwise, these pizzas are gonna cost you 19 bucks, and I guarantee you, you're gonna wanna go through a couple of them while you're sitting here. They're very light, delicious, and I put full faith in this evening because I've already had this pizza like 7 or 8 times, or more, maybe a dozen, I don't even know. He's been doing it, we were asking for about a year and a half. I'm ready for some pizza. I'm sure you know all of this about pizza on your own, but the reality is once you get that good base and a good sauce, quality ingredients on top of that, a little bit of creativity and an approach makes like, the difference. And the funny thing is, I just don't feel like there's that in Paris. This is the one crust that I want to finish the whole thing. This is the one place that like I will inhale the pizza, and it's light enough that I feel great afterwards. I love this pizza, clearly. I'm a huge fan. This is one of the few places that I will unequivocally recommend. It is going to be on the higher end for pizza prices, but not as high as it can get, and 100% more worth it than any of those other pizzas. Prashant and I have a rule when we travel together that anywhere we go for pizza, we start with a margarita. Like this margarita is like a plain cheese pizza in Europe. We've been here enough. We didn't start with it. We usually introduce people that way, but just jumped right in for the potato in the first instance and sausage in the second. Anyways, if you're coming to Paris, you need to come to Oobatz. It's going to be delicious. Don't skip on the desserts. Save space. Have some wine. This is a place to come. Have literally the best pizza in Paris, possibly the best pizza in the world. Come at me in the comments. Try it first, though. So is it the best pizza in the world? Well, I'll leave you to be the judge of that. But I would say, and I'll stand on this hill, it is the best pizza in Paris by a wide margin. Craveable, delicious, wonderful. Dan, good work. Really excited to see where this goes. I hope that your restaurant is full forever, except for hopefully occasionally there's a seat for me. For those of you traveling to Paris, genuinely, don't skip out on the pizza if you can get a table and you're looking for a little bit of delicious pizza, wine, and again, don't skip the desserts. You could do far worse, and I doubt that you'll do any better.